part you're missing? What's that? Oh, you know, some things you shouldn't have to specifically say you can't do. My entire life as DM for that, off DM, as what you call it for that league, was just having to explicitly say things that should be obvious. It was so weird. It's like, no, you can't loan a player out and get the pick back. Like, what? Why would you do? Why would you guys do this? It was such a weird headache. It's not. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I I don't remember. I think I saw it being some weird, like, why did that person get dropped and why did Greg pick him up? But honestly, it's just all a blur at this point. I'm not saying you guys are terrible people, but I would never want you guys in charge of anything. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh boy. Dun, 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 dun. Meow. Did I sneeze? Did I say bless you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it costs one pie, which is cool because no, Greg, stop it. So pie is unofficially trading at $50. Ignore that. It costs one pie to KYC, which is very cool because that puts the value of pie at one KYC. KYC is a very important thing in the world that helps banks make people be real people, and it usually costs between $250 and $500. What you're doing, well, what it does is essentially kind of translate the value of pi to be one KYC, and KYC is a very expensive thing. So in theory, it sets the value of pi very high because pi created their own entire KYC platform out of nothing. Because they were thinking about going to a real company and they just made their own platform and figure out how to do it amongst just the pi members, and the value of it is one pi. So that puts pi's value at one KYC, which is super dope. So when it goes mainnet and live, it should be much more than $50. Yes, yes, increasingly, except for Greg, who can't press a button once a day. But don't worry, Greg, it's always going to be free, so you can jump on the train later and have no ill effects. You won't, but what's really cool, and it's the last thing I'll say about Pi so we can get going. The stream is on, but only my side of talking, not you guys yet. Um, what's really cool is there's a finite amount of Pi that everyone can get. Everyone has their own cap. It's all the same. The only difference is how quickly you can get it, based on how many people are under you mining Pi. So even if you join, like, once Pi is worth $200, you still get the same amount of Pi over your lifetime that I would. Correct. Well, you don't help yourself either. Go ahead. There's an upper, like, there's X amount of pi, and that's divided by. I think there's a limit to how many people can eventually join the whole thing, and it's split between all the pi between all those people. Because it's not an unlimited amount of pi. So they know how much pi they have and how many people they're going to let into the pi network, period, and it's divided by that many people, that many pi. So everyone has an equal share of pi over the lifetime of pi network. So no matter when you join, you are still entitled to the lifetime amount of pi that is there.
What if somebody already gobbled it up?
It can't. No one can get your share of the pi available. So essentially, even if you're mining 1 pi a day, you still have access to, let's call it 200 pi. So no matter how quickly you get to your 200, you'll always have access to. The 200 is always there for you, essentially. So that makes it so even if you come in late, it doesn't matter because you're still going to end up being able to eventually get as much pi as everyone else. They built a pretty amazing thing. Greg doesn't have time for it. And Greg doesn't have time for it. Okay, I gotta unmute some things. What's muted? Okay, that's working. Mic's working. Audio's on.
We should get Nashawn to make us like a little intro beat.
Deshaun retired from music.
Again?
He never came back.
Wasn't he making music a few months ago?
No, he shared old beats. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
Again?
Yeah, he was sharing the archival footage, essentially. Okay, I think we're all good to go. Why is it so low?
Never retires from music.
You know, I ask him every once in a while. He's pretty firm on it. Last time on these Shadows Echo. I'll do an extended recap for Jenna. Much hasn't happened since the battle on the skyships, though. So, the group made their way back to Sethret. Upon arrival, they checked in with Ashley, Stevan, Logan, and Oriana to get a debrief of what had happened. Turned out a group of mercenaries had been harassing the Almost territory with daily fights. The trio had successfully murdered, maybe 100 or so people. When the group returned, they eventually found out that it was Avasarla funding these people. The Misfits then reached out to Tana as the mercenaries are being contracted out of the thicket. The group cut a deal with Tana to, once Sethret was established, to announce the thicket as their first official trade partner and recognize them as a legitimate nation to better help the thicket standing in the world at large. The group fought the teenage, not mutant, ninja, not turtles. Successfully defeating them and their friend CJ, who jumped in the fight after Solora's astral projection jumped in the fight as well. But clean sweep for the Misfits, though actually Stevan did die in the fight, and resurrection failed. There was a celebration of life for actually Stevan the night after the fight. His crew came to say their goodbyes and pledged their loyalty to the Misfits. While Triple Stitch, the first mate, will be taking captaincy of the ship, he will be at the Misfits' call should they need him. And they went back to patrolling the seas around Sethret. The Misfits the next day watched a fight that two districts had between each other. The Bard district fought the Druid district, the Bard district winning. And then the number 2 in charge, challenging and defeating the leader of the Bard District. The group later met this man, the conductor. He made it clear that he has his own personal ambitions, and he has no issue siding with the Misfits against what clearly is going to be against Vezerick. But his help extends to staying out of any future conflict. He suggested that he should not be on the field of battle because he is going to pick whatever side he thinks will win. So if he thinks his actions can make Vezerick win, he'll probably help Vezerick. The group has agreed to keep him out of the fight. But he did offer to train Samson in one of his abilities, the chorus, which Samson learned last session. What this does is allow Samson's allies to use their reaction to give Samson a bonus to his attack rolls. He was able to successfully learn that with the help of the conductor and Midas. And the group is currently back at Pocket Aces, kind of planning for how to proceed. There is one other openly takeable district to take, and there's also Michael's district that the group has so far avoided. The conductor said that he would hold off taking the last available district for a few days, but he's not sure how long he'll wait because he does want to trade with the Misfits after they've conquered Sethret, and the more territories he has, the better he has in negotiations.
And rephrase one more time. That last district is Michael's district?
So there's Michael's district left, and there's one other. That is... I gotta find her name, but it is held by another group.
Okay.
Let me pull up the map while I'm talking too, so that I'll be there to see. But the Misfits have gone to start finding out more information. Mir is focusing on a couple of different projects. One, he wants to learn and perfect some mining equipment, as he has ambitions to go to the moons and try to mine whatever is up there that helps him create star plasm. He wants to create spice goggles that will replicate the effects of being on spice without actually having to take said spice. And Shalora and himself were able to find an abandoned lab with all the necessary gear and setups for his experiments. It just needs to be cleaned and refurbished. But the find is going to enable his machinations to go much faster. Midas died. He found a stone scroll case off of one of the Ninja Turtles, and upon trying to open it, he had to make a wisdom save, which he failed, and it immediately killed him outright. You were able to revive him because you remembered he had a reviving token on his person, which you used. That is now expended. While he was dead, he found himself in a voidless void, where he simply heard and felt through all his essence a voice say, "Hello, little enemy," before he was revived and woke up. He had a moment of terror and had to take some time to reconstitute himself, but he now has some newfound abilities. He can use his magic from a new, unknown source that makes it stronger. He's currently dealing with the repercussions of that. He brought it to his genie patron, Diego, to try to get more information about it. Diego found that the scroll casing was made from every material that exists on the material plane. It's older than he is, and he is a genie who's existed for a very long time. And when he tried to glean more information out of it by using his full strength, it blew his hand off entirely. He was able to recreate it, but it also instilled a bit of fear in him of the object. And he felt a need to take it from Midas, but he was able to resist that because of the bond he has with Midas. He told Midas if an emergency comes up about this, ask him about it and he will help, but if all possible, do not bring it up to him again because there's too high of a temptation to take it. And he also warned him not to show it to any other Earth elemental either. The group last session also did legend lore on the object. Its true name is the Void Artifact. A group called the Lunatics believe it's a conduit to focus the power of Aniel, which is the crying moon. The Druids of Veridus believe it's a conduit to the magical powers of Elestria itself, as they believe their powers come from the earth. It has existed for all of recorded history. The known keepers of the Void Artifact are said to possess immense power, though it is unknown if they keep their own will. Keepers of the Void Artifact are also known to have heard voices, and over time to have been drawn to certain locations, so they're not sure why. And avoiding that pull increases the sound and frequency of said voices. Samson also did a history track to go along with this and pulled down another warning about the artifact, that the walls around Elestria, the Strominus Palisade, is a weapon, and that the Void Artifact must be kept away from it.
Do we figure out why?
No, part of the legend, part of what he pulled down is, while it is a weapon and the Void Artifact must be avoided making contact, it is not sure for whose benefit this warning exists. So there's not sure why it's a weapon, not sure why the Void Artifact should not go there. But I believe that is all of the major things that are happening at the moment. X invited his cloak down.
One thing, sorry.
Yes.
Solora also found out there was like a warning about like destruction of like cities.
Oh, yes. Solora was able to pull down that throughout history there have been certain calamities caused by this Void Artifact. The nature as to what caused them is uncertain, but she is fairly certain that the land of Veridus, which is a desert, that was a result of the Void Artifact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we get started,
Yeah.
shout out to you, Brian. Elestria has so much depth. This shit is crazy.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Yes. So the Veridus that the Druids live in is a green desert. They have worked very, very hard to rebuild their community there and their nation. And so through their powers, there are forests and life. But outside of their territory, there is nothing but desert. And that is from a calamity that happened long, long ago that has some ties to this Void Artifact.
And isn't there like their forest like in sand? Like it's not actually dirt?
Yes, yes. There's no dirt there. It's all sand. Everything is going through and on top of literal sand because they were not able to heal the actual land itself.
Fucking fascinating.
X invited his cloak to Sethret. He had a tense conversation with three of them, but they agreed to help him with his cause of destroying the Black Order. And there is hope that maybe they will help him with his other humanitarian efforts in the future. But for now, they have taken up residence in the Blue District, which used to belong to the Ninja Turtles, and the headquarters there. Solora has stolen and hidden away 3 dragon eggs. They are in her bag of holding, though I do believe they are soon to head for Faust. No one knows of those except for herself, Theron, and a different-eyed individual named Sulfur. I believe that's where we are. Anything anyone else wants to throw in? So we're all caught up in a moment.
Nope.
Okay.
One other thing. Didn't the person who the conductor want to fight, didn't she also want to fight us? And we were trying to decide if we were actually going to do that?
Yeah, so after Midas and Samson were leaving the conductor, having learned the chorus ability, they ran into the leader of the... What color district is this? Green? Leader of the Green District. She is... Well, I have a name here, but... She is a snake lady whose actual species name I am currently missing.
That's racist.
It's not. This is not in the it's not in the Fantastic Beast sense. Because she did that. She made Nagi an Asian woman for some reason.
You're gonna watch the new movie. Shut up.
I read the book already. It was a play. This is Kaya, Young T. Oh wow, that's the name of the race. D&D, everyone.
Jokes write themselves.
D&D. She is a young T pureblood. On the way out, she was heading into the conductor's residence, and she made it clear to Samson and Midas that she's ready to fight them whenever they want, and she hopes they challenge her soon. It doesn't feel like waiting around for it.
Wait, when did this person come up to them?
Last session, when they went to, she's the leader of the Green District, the last district left outside of Michael's.
Yeah, I think we gotta F them up, y'all, because I don't want them trading with us. I'm sorry, keep talking.
She challenged the group
Sure.
and wants it to happen soon. She wasn't trying to egg them on, but Midas and Sansa made intimidation checks. It's a general how you're carrying yourselves, and Midas rolled very high on that. So no fight broke out there in the moment, though the group is trying to discuss when they should approach her for a challenge.
Is that where we're picking it up?
That is. Oh, we can pick it up the next morning if it's all the same.
Well, Samson wanted to tell the rest of the group about the chorus, or did I already do that?
I think you did. I don't recall exactly.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
I don't know if you mentioned it, Brian, but Solar had also God damn it. What is the Karis, what's your character's name? Solar had asked him to like look out
Mir.
for books about dragons,
Mir.
dragon origins and
That was
stuff.
up to the
Mir, yes, Mir. Sorry.
It was up to the dungeon master to give you that info.
Oh, right. You're looking
No.
up. No, you're
looking
writing
for it,
Bane
like,
Free.
keeping an eye out.
Yeah, writing Bane Free to pull down information on dragons in general, or was it dragon eggs? I forgot what you asked them. I thought it was in general.
It was like it was kind of like dragons in general, but like their origins and lineage, that whole thing.
Okay. So yeah, Bane
I
Free
didn't
has a shopping list of pulling down from his library, mining gear, equipment, and theories. Also, dragon information, and there was a third thing you asked Bane Free for as well. I'll check my notes.
Me personally, or
You personally.
I feel like I did too. I can't think about it.
I don't think it was the spice goggles. That's kind of unrelated.
It was
He
to
could've-
build the machine, help
Yeah.
me build the machine. Can I No, the space glasses I'm building on my own.
Yeah, there was some other information you want to pull down from him. We'll come back across it.
Okay.
But yeah, and just to define your new ability, Samson. The way Chorus works is with your allies, they can use their reaction and give you a +1 on your attack roll, or they can use their action and give you a +2 on your attack roll and your attack damage.
Oh wow. And you can only use your reaction once?
Correct. So if they use it for that, then they don't have their reaction through, until the turn comes back.
We got spirit bombs and shit one day, guys.
Mm-hmm. You have to be able to hear them, though. That's the kind of crutch of it.
Word. Misfits, lend me your energy.
Pretty much. But we pick up, we'll say the next morning, as time is meaningless. No, it's not, though, but one thing I didn't forget to mention that I wanted to. After the Druid district was defeated, a heavy fog began to build in Sethret. A heavy fog, and the foliage began to grow more dense. It's becoming more of a bog with vines through the streets and sidewalks, and this heavy fog throughout everywhere you can see. But as everyone gets a long rest, morning comes. What would you all like to do?
Give me 1 sec because I'm switching out my spells right now for the day.
No problem.
We gotta take that green district. Oh, X goes to the breakfast room, I guess.
Everyone eventually, everyone's down there. Usually when the breakfast starts, everyone's kind of sitting around the table eating and discussing morning plans. Unless you all say otherwise.
I'm sorry, am I still out and about?
No, this is the morning now. Everyone's back for breakfast. You're breaking up sometimes.
Breaking up lots, Terrence.
Yeah. Leave and come back, Terrence. I can't hear you at all. It's like going really slow.
You sound so bad.
It's awful.
I didn't want to laugh, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
Can't hear you at all, man.
If you're on Wi-Fi, get off Wi-Fi.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was perfectly clear.
Terrence, if you're still at my mom's house, definitely get on the Wi-Fi. Let's go for it.
You said he had everyone there playing,
Say
man.
it again.
If you're at my mom's house, get on the Wi-Fi.
You probably just gotta bring your phone closer to yourself, because I think you're getting cut out because they think it's background audio.
No, I don't think that's what it
What you
no,
say?
you might be right.
It'll do that sometimes. If your phone's too far from you and there's other background noise, they try to cut your own voice because they think it's background noise too.
Yeah, no, it's back connection where I'm at. Don't worry.
Rough. We will circle back to whatever that's about. As you all are sitting and enjoying breakfast, Oriana says, "This fog is troubling. I can only assume that the Druids may have been holding something back."
Is the fog still present now?
Yes.
Can
And so
someone
there's a lot of
magic or insight magic check?
is the plant life kind of like overgrown here too?
Everywhere. Looking out the windows is just. It's not like growing rapidly. It's just. It's a very distinct change from 2 days ago. But yeah, it is. Walking anywhere now in Sethret is going to be difficult terrain. So it'll take you twice the time to get anywhere.
Unless you're a monk.
Unless you're a monk and can avoid difficult terrain.
Or unless you're a bard who can speak to plants.
Nope. Well, you can try it.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean it says in the shit you can also turn difficult terrain caused by plant growth into ordinary terrain that lasts for the duration.
Let me read it. Michelle?
Solar says we should reach out to the. Wait, we noticed that it happened since we defeated them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Solar says we should reach out to some of the druids in that district.
Do you think they're friendlies?
I think we run their district. Wait, do we run their
No,
district?
you don't. The conductor does.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, as of now, they're not hostile. What'd you say, Greg?
I was asking if Samson can ask his teacher, his newfound conductor friend,
Ask him about what?
if they're from his district, if he knows anything about it.
I'm sorry, I was reading my spells. What?
Solar said we should ask the druids still in that district if like what's going on.
Okay.
And I can't think of anyone's name. Oh, X said, "Are they friendly?" And I said, "They're not. They're not hostile as of now."
Gotcha.
Speak with plants will disable difficult terrain for the duration.
Yeah.
Oriana says, we must also decide on when we are attacking the last territory, or one of two last territories.
I don't think we should. I think we should let the conductor take it.
Did he brainwash?
No,
I mean-
but if this woman came up to me in Midas and he's so ready to fight us, who knows? We don't really know anything about her, and she's watched us fuck a lot of people up. Maybe she wouldn't be expecting the conductor.
Maybe she also is like trying to avoid fighting the conductor. Because he's already said that he had intentions to fight her, so one, it would probably not be so ally-like for us to be like, we'll take it though. When he's already expressed that he was going to.
Right, he also expressed that he was willing to wait a couple days, but he wasn't going to wait forever. So he showed us the, respect of getting first dibs at it. But honestly, I don't see the problem in just letting them take it.
My concern is, what's he going to try to barter at some point? Because is that the district Midas coveted, or does the conductor currently have the district Midas coveted?
Right.
Oriana,
Midas,
Oriana says Midas wanted the Druid district, which has the docks. Conductor currently controls it. Midas was also concerned about him getting any more districts because that gives him more bargaining chips at the end of the day.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Midas right now.
The conductor made it clear that he has ambitions. He wants to be in the room where it happens, he said. Yeah, you missed the whole thing, Jenna. It was nice. He was very clear that he's not going to throw away his shot.
So yeah, we have to. who are folks? What are folks leaning to again? Sunrise. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, like I can see the benefits of each. Like, do you immediately make him an enemy by taking the district, or I mean, that's really the only thing. But I mean, I'm okay with taking it. That was our initial plan anyway.
Yeah, I think, I'm in agreement with that. With our initial plan of taking it, it was that we have control of Sethret. And I think it'll be a bad choice down the line to allow him to have increased power within these districts.
Another thing I halfway recall discussing it last time was if we let him take it and then we defeat him in a battle, then it's like a 2-for-1 versus having to fight 2 different people. I feel like somebody said that before, but I don't know.
Logan, who just makes his way in and sits down. Oh yes, we definitely mentioned that. Now we could always just kill him later.
What does Oriana say?
Oriana says, I see the appeal to killing him later as well, should we not like his terms. Kaya has no current partnership with him, so taking her territory would do nothing to ruin relations with the conductor.
One thing though, if we do have to fight him for 2 territories later, that could be dangerous because he'll technically have 2 whole districts he can manipulate using. It's like a power thing.
Logan says, sure, but later in this situation is after we've killed Vezerick. At that point, we own everything but those districts. And I guess Michael's, if we haven't touched that. He'd be a dangerous opponent, but I'd be very surprised if he was more dangerous than Vezerick. Also, X's assassin friends just moved in next door. I'm sure they could help with that.
If we didn't attack, what are we prioritizing instead?
Logan shrugs.
Michael. All the time that we have to get information on Michael without giving him any more game tape is a bonus for us.
As a reminder, Jenna, the Northern District is controlled by what's presumed to be Michael and his undead horde. No one goes in, no one comes out. Anyone who does go in never comes back.
The guy from the graveyard.
Yeah.
My old friend.
Yes, your old friend. Entirely so. It is presumed that he is up there. Oriana says, there have been no sightings of him or anyone from his district at any of the fights. I'm not overly concerned about game tape, though he is familiar with your group. So there's that as well. It is a problem that needs to... We should keep an eye on it. Absolutely.
I also think just from a strategic point, Michael not knowing, or maybe he expects us to come after we finish taking the territories. Maybe with the conductor taking the second, he'll think he has more time and assume that we are coming for the conductor before him.
Logan leans back in his chair, mug in hand. Only issue I see with that is we've been seen going in and out of the conductor's district. Only time we have done that is when we've challenged people and we've killed them the next day. We're outside of that window now. I'm not sure that the expectation is for hostilities anymore. We've been pretty thorough with how we moved.
Yeah, our reputation does kind of precede us here.
Very much. And to that point, Jenna, the group keeps cutting off heads and throwing them in the bags of devouring. So the group's fan base likes to like have little fake heads dangling from stuff and like off with their heads and stuff like that. It's kind of a group motto going on unofficially.
Yeah, we brought the last Ninja Turtle up, and the crowd wanted them beheaded in front of them. That's what they're waiting for.
You brought them all up and you cut all their heads off.
Well, I mean, only one was alive.
No, he was dead. They were all
Oh
dead.
shit, he was dead too.
They were all dead. I think one of you guys birthed the fuck up
that's
too.
Right. We didn't go with my fucking.
Yeah, it was really vicious.
Eating turtle soup over here.
Oof.
I think that was mentioned.
That was mentioned.
Yeah,
It was
I
shot
did.
down immediately. Overruled by the DM. Oriana
From a
says,
culinary standpoint.
Oriana says, essentially we have two targets, Michael's district and Kaya's. We need to decide when and if we're moving on them, and to what extent we want the conductor's help, which doesn't indebt us to him, but does up his position in whatever we build after we've destroyed Vezerick. He is a stranger and refuses to say what his outright ambition is. So there's some caution to be had.
I say we go for Vezerick.
We could go directly for Vezerick.
That's the first time that was said.
It is.
I was thinking it, but I didn't want to be the one to jump off the ledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring us back from the ledge. Yes, it's going to come. I don't know if we're ready for Vezerick at the moment.
Why not?
After seeing what the conductor did in a brief moment, and just as a recap, the conductor was able to get everyone to do as he commanded, which was sing a song. And Samson, you might be able to help me out here, but the only person that was able to stop this dude with a spell was Vezerick. So the conductor would be a great challenge, and I'm assuming that Vezerick would just as mightily be an even greater challenge. Building up, getting more power, I think that's the route to go right here, as well as doing more reconnaissance. Folks are doing reconnaissance on us. We need to continue doing reconnaissance on others.
As you said that, X, a fourth option popped into my mind. We could just go kill the conductor right now.
In the ancient myth of the Wakandan Forever, I think they had some strategies for how to kill these type of sirens.
Tell us more.
Not familiar with the text.
To be able to isolate him and kind of trap him in some sort of net or something before he gets the song off.
Oh, so something like silent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what is. And who else was up there? Who else was up
Oriana
there?
says that's exactly what Vezerick did. He cast silence
Oh, on himself.
on the group.
Yeah. But if we cast silence on the conductor, and Midas got him in his net, it'd work.
Logan leans forward and says, I gotta say, I like the strategy. I just don't see the benefit. What do we gain from killing the conductor?
And on top of that, good point. On top of that, what does it look like politically for us in this region? We just struck a deal, and now we're turning our backs on this person already.
Logan kind of laughs a bit.
I don't think the time is.
Alar casts the invisibility bugs.
Nothing invisible to see.
Samson laughs and is, you think the people that want to see heads go into the bag of devouring care about fucking politics? They like power.
Oriana kind of nods. I'll have to agree. The deal is not public, and the law of this land is power. Logan says again, listen.
So what do we gain from this?
Yes.
Power. More power.
Influence, maybe, but not in actuality.
I see where you're going.
We have more heads
So-
to cut before we kill Vezeric. This just takes one off our list. We're not going to
And
get
it's-
stronger before we fight Vezeric. We're just going to eliminate enemies.
And
Also-
potential threats. If we have our back up against the rope and the conductor is up there,
I mean,
you know,
also,
maybe that would be a nice thing not to worry about. Sorry.
okay, but I think since we do have public opinion on our side, maybe not even opinion, but public energy,
Mhm.
I think we would want to like refine it over time and like give them something like so it's not so chaotic. Does that make sense? Like
I think they like the chaos, though. I think
They-
that's what brings people to Sethret.
I think that's
Same-
true. But I think it's gonna run its course at some point, and it's
Well, those people can go over with what was the name of the spot? That
The
was
thicket.
the first place.
The thicket.
Huh?
The thicket?
Yeah. Yeah. And they can go to the thicket.
Oriana says, Davina brings up a good point about nation building. Eventually, we'll have to sit down and decide what kind of place this is going to be. As it's
Well, without
currently, as it's currently designed,
A lot.
it's designed so that all of us will be murdered one day for someone to take our seat. That's the current design. Power is only temporary here until you are defeated by someone stronger.
Well, I don't think any of us have plans on staying here long term.
All that means is that when we leave, someone takes the nation, one district at a time. Should we keep it as is?
Fair.
So there is credence to having influence over the people. Should the conductor be on our side, that is something he can help with.
Hey, Solara, do people know that you tried to possess him after you do? If you fail?
Brian? I don't think so.
I'm gonna
right?
have to check. I don't know actually. I'm not sure that they would.
Right.
Because if not, you should try to possess the conductor every single fucking day.
Oh, interesting.
That's actually very
Wait,
interesting.
Do what?
Hmm?
And then do what? Like challenge us
Then let him
to
live his
fight
life.
and kill him?
No, let him live his life until it.
No, it's not like that anymore. I would have to like stay up forever.
No. So if it's in a body, I'm gonna let it rock. It's just if it's not possessing someone, it's
Okay.
gone every time you go to sleep.
So you are gonna let it stay?
If it's in a body, yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna let it keep the possession running. I'm just not gonna let it live forever outside.
Sure. Okay. Awesome. Then yeah.
If it comes down to that moment where we may lose to Vezeric, the conductor would jump in. That's when you take control and make him attack Vezeric. I have some time.
To be clear, if he's possessed, he's gone. He's in the backseat. There is no giving him control while the possession still holds. He's in the sunken
really?
place. He's in the sunken place.
I would have to be or my
The Visage becomes the
Person
conductor.
would do it,
He
yeah.
conducts, yeah. It would now be
I
the
can't-
Visage and a meat puppet.
meat puppy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It would be
he doesn't
like
just
a
do
get
basic
out,
things
like-
himself?
No,
Huh?
there's no autopilot. There's no autopilot. The Visage is completely in control 100%. Now, the Visage, of course, has a personality, so it would do things, but it would not be the conductor at all. He's in the
It's
sunken
just his
place.
body.
Yes.
Gotcha. I thought there was an autopilot.
No, he's legitimate. It's
I
legitimately
mean, my
get out.
Is an auto is like
Yeah.
Visage is like an extension of me.
Right.
It's an
but people
id.
would realize something's off there.
Yeah.
If they know him well, yeah, absolutely.
You'd have to become a recluse. Which,
Yeah.
for a bard of that level,
Would not be.
doesn't make sense.
Not to mention, you don't get their skills, so you probably wouldn't be as good of a bard.
Well, I'm just saying from for outsiders.
Yeah,
Right.
know
if
that
you ever tried to play an
this
instrument,
level.
it would be
Very
lucky to work out.
No, I'm just saying, like, just him becoming a recluse would be even more of a shock
Mm-hmm.
to people.
Yeah. So if I possessed him, it would be to fight us and kill him. Which is also an option, but
It's an option. But that comes back to the, it not benefiting us to kill him right now.
right.
Decisions.
Yeah, I would say if they succeed at it, they won't know it happened. But again, the visage is visible, so the visage has to be within a certain range to do it. If the visage wasn't seen, then that's it wasn't seen. But if it was, then it was. And they of course have full awareness while possessed. They just meat puppet. Oriana says, Logan says, the original goal here was to defeat all of Veziric's allies before attacking him. That way he's the only person to worry about. By my count, he has Kaya left, and we aren't, as I recall, we're not sure where Michael falls in this. If I'm not mistaken, he is an enemy of Veziric.
Enemy of enemy thing here, or am I going too far? Davina, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not opposed.
Would
Which
you be
ally?
willing to talk to him? Like how?
Yeah, I think I still have some grace with him a little bit.
Oriana kind of chuckles a bit. Did you not tell him you killed his friend?
I mean, I think he will understand.
Oh no, I didn't know that you were there for that.
Welcome back, Jenna. No, Oriana wasn't there. You guys have mentioned it, I believe. I don't know
No, I'm
if
talking
she...
about Davina.
Yeah, Davina was there.
Oh, then no, I don't think we're friends anymore.
Yeah, she was there for that. Because she's the one who was talking to him initially. And he was like, I'm having a really bad day. She's why it almost didn't go off the rails. But it's
Oh,
still-
see, so there we go. He was having a really bad day when it happened.
He was.
When it happened, remember?
No.
He doesn't really remember the really bad days like that, so maybe he forgot that you killed his friend. It was just a part of a really bad day.
Mm.
I mean, he could have said it.
By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the zombies that were going up to his place have stopped. So whatever he was calling them there for is like in progress. So just be careful. / I don't recommend it.
Panther goes, oh shit, what time is it?
We'll say it's before 8 o'clock.
All right, cool. The man on the moon, guys. The man on the moon.
Oh,
Let's listen.
yeah.
up.
Let's listen.
Okay, so you get everything ready for the 8 o'clock scry on the man on the moon. Have you been here for any of these, Jenna?
No.
Okay, so off of Devil Bite's ship, they found a scroll that had a picture of a gentleman on it that said "Scry on me" at 8 o'clock and had the different time zones. The group's been scrying on this guy at 8 o'clock, and he pretty much gives a news breakdown of what's going on in that region. It's pretty much like turning into the radio and getting the morning news. Okay. So I have lost the original music as YouTube no longer works for this program.
What?
Yeah, I gotta track it down. I can't find the name, so we have a different music for today.
I want to boo, but I'm not gonna.
As Sanson casts Scry, once again his vision is pulled up before it lands upon the smiling face of the man on the moon. As he looks around, nods to the incoming Scriballs, and says, "Good morning, Elestria. It's I, the man on the moons, coming to you live for your morning news. Now, things are getting spooky down in Sethret. I hear the druids have fallen and the fog is rolling in. It's never good when an area is terraformed. Do keep an eye out and stay safe. Apparently the fog stretches miles from the coast. It's not a safe place to sail, so if you're expecting company, expect them to be delayed. Now, further north, it seems the Triatrelion is taking back some of his territory. 5 of
Go.
2 and 5 of 4 have rejoined the fold.
Hey.
It seems the sovereignty of Kelstrom is not protecting their borders quite well enough. We'll see how things progress up north. Speaking of new territories, the Thicket is making a splash in the world. They have announced a new trade deal and partnership with one Riveria of the Mountains. Their first official partnership and their first step into the grand stage. I think it's great. It backs them fully with Riveria's armies and strength, and as we know, aside the Avengers, not to be messed with. It is great to see the little guy get some help. Now we'll keep our eyes out for more news, but until later, you stay nice, my friends, and please send me your news and information. As always, I'm on the moons, keeping an eye out. Enjoy your day, Elestria.
Wow. So alright.
Can somebody call us out right now?
Moving. Somebody call. Samson, call your fucking cousin.
Hey, Brian, text to Sean. See if he's available.
Once again, Assad is my character. I speak for him.
Wow.
He is an NPC.
Oh, Brian.
Do I have sending?
It's the morning. I hope you packed it.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. I can't send it to Assad.
Okay.
Hey, man, just heard about a trade agreement between you and the Thicket. What's going on?
It's like a minute before you get a response. Hey, Samson. Yeah, well, expand our diplomatics territories. It's been in the works for a while. Where'd you hear about it?
Don't tell me. Oh,
That's the man on the moon, right? Was he here when we got that?
No. I think he left already. I think he might have left before you did it. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Samson casting again and says, found it in a scroll. All right. How's everything going? I guess. Anything else? We should be on the lookout for. And I'm also relaying this information to the group.
Yeah. Let me roll the dice and see.
Can I also roll persuasion?
I was going to ask for that.
Hey. Misfits. No, I'm joking. 27.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think he can beat that on his best day.
So he says, oh, I was like, where's his character sheet? It's down here and deactivated because he ain't around no more. Okay. He says, working on a few projects, trying to show up safety. Still have the risk grid problems. Trying to put some things right. I'll let you know if it involves you.
Add to the group, and now let the group know I'm not using another spell for this.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have Midas cast sending if anybody else has anything they want to know? I'm sure
This
he
is
would.
to the moon, down the moon, right?
No, this is to Assad.
No, that's not.
Okay.
Yes, even though I didn't lie to him, I did get it from a scroll.
That's true. That's very true. Logan kind of snorts a bit. That is one interesting guy.
Yeah. You know, I tried to kill him the first time I met him. Would have worked too if it wasn't for this one. And, stands and nods towards Solar.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, I missed. Solar gets up. She said, "I need to go make a call," and then like. Oh, call, right? Yeah. Actually, never mind. I can't because Tristan is here, so never mind.
Yeah, that's why he kind of wants to go back because things like this. But
Is he at the table?
no, we'll say he's making his way in now because he sleeps on the ship.
Okay.
So we'll say he was here for that conversation. Though he heard that part. He heard the Man on the Moon report.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Do I have any real interest in this? What's going on now, or am I still just stuck on what I'm focused on?
That's entirely up to you.
But I'm still with the group, or am I out?
You're with
out
the
and
group.
about?
You're with the group. It's still breakfast. You're with the group. You guys are making your
Oh, it's
morning
still
plans.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast lasts a long time. All right.
Well, it's make believe.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna just go out on my own and still do my research. How many more days do I still have until this supposedly, gets to a nice end or a resolution?
Which thing?
Well, one, you said I got some days until I can figure out the goggles situation.
Well, you still need spice, and you still have to research that. It's going to take you 1 day to refurbish the lab you found, and after that, there'll be some rolls to see how long it takes you to make the things you're trying to make.
Understood. And Bangford, did he get back yet? Oh shit! Hold on, you broke up on me. Say it again.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry.
You're fine. Hold on a second. Banefree would have replied to you that the dragon lore is not something he has immediately in his library, but he thinks he knows some people and is going to try to track it down. By midday today, he'll have some mining books for you.
Mining books about how to create artifacts or equipment.
Yes.
For it. Okay. Cool beans.
All right. So Laura, Theron is there.
I catch him before he. Sorry, I was trying to catch Shaggy up on what was happening in the
Okay.
session. I catch him before.
Hear his reaction to Assad.
Yeah. No. And I asked him if he did you know about this? Oh, about in the thicket.
Theron says, "I had no idea. I don't have much contact with the world at large at the moment. This is news to me."
We need to talk to my sister.
Yes, we do. She should have left. And he kind of stopped. He kind of trails off at that point, realizing you guys are still kind of in public a bit.
Is there a way? How can we get in contact with it? I genuinely can't remember.
He can contact Aaliyah via the coats.
Okay. So I'll say, eat breakfast and then we'll meet in my room to discuss. We'll have to give the team some answers of what we find out.
He nods. And he's taking down some notes for kind of what he wants to write to Aaliyah.
But I'm like a little off to the side with him. Okay. So then Laura, while he gets his breakfast, she goes back to the team and says, like, we'll reach out to our contacts there and try to figure out what the hell. She says to the team.
Love it. Oriana says, "This news is, I don't know if troubling's the right word, but..." And Logan says, "It's a distraction. He's not here. The thicket's not here. We're making a battle plan."
I was daydreaming for a little bit. You guys said you wanted to let the Bard take another district.
That was one of the things being discussed, yes.
Don't go off. How you go off? It was an opinion from some of us.
Shut up, Greg. Shut up. Are you on X? Are you
that
X?
was X.
It's X.
That was
It's X.
I'm like, damn it, Greg. I'm talking. So what'd you say? I'm sorry.
Phil knows Nashawn shoes well, man. Going full Nashawn with it.
What I was trying to say before, I was really trying to scream out some random guy's name who I don't know who he is. Was saying we should have waited for you to make a decision. I was of the mindset to take the district so he wouldn't have more bartering chips.
Exactly what X said. Also, Samson, did you explain the chorus to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so swaying an entire other district as he gets into them, because he said they have to kind of want to do it. If he takes another district, then they might want to do it a little bit more. I don't know if that's a good idea. So I will put my hat in the ring with X as to be against this plan.
Well, we also discussed killing him now. In that discussion, we talked about silencing him and having you put him in your net, which is a solid strategic plan, and it's viable whenever. My whole thinking behind it was, if we're not going to kill him now, what's her name again, Brian? I'm sorry.
Kaya.
Wizard lady. Kaya came up to us, and she's ready for the smoke, so she thinks. But maybe allowing the conductor to go in would be a surprise to her. We just can get away from not getting our hands dirty.
I think the dumbest thing to do is to try to backdoor this and kill him. And Sethret. We've discussed multiple times that's not how things go down around here, and I think there will be clear consequences. Okay, you know better than what to say.
The most powerful people make the rule. That's us.
Yeah, we're not the most powerful people. There's still Sethret.
Well, that's coming to a head anyways.
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah. So
we're not still
group is against us.
We
I
already
can't do
decided.
anything about it.
No, that's what I was about to say. We already discussed it. We're not really considering that anymore. It's not an issue.
Oh, did anyone
So-
tell him the other thought?
Wait, okay.
To just kill Vesric right now.
Just go straight for Vesric.
Yeah.
Not with Kaya there, I don't think. If you're scared to attack Kaya, why the hell would you go after Vesric?
Who says they were scared to attack guys?
Yeah, but you're trying not to attack Kaya. You're trying to jump around that and say you don't want to get your hands dirty, but you want to attack Vesric.
Well, we were just naming options that were, available to us. So we were just, thinking through every option.
Logan says, it's brainstorming, Midas. We gotta get all the ideas out.
Got you.
We also discussed maybe Davina going to speak with Michael and seeing and seeing if he could be an ally in this.
So y'all
Midas,
just
please.
sense-
He didn't finish. Midas, please.
Please let me finish. All right, so as I understand it, she had some success with him in the past, and she is an ally of his. Potentially, as the group has discussed it, he has good days and bad days, and your last confrontation was a bad day.
Right.
Oh,
Even
So,
if
babe,
you hadn't interrupted the interaction, I think it would have gone fine. No shit.
Having a good day? I don't get that.
Michael, he has good days and bad days.
Michael has
Remember?
good and bad days. I don't know what the fuck a lich does.
Yeah, good point.
Wait,
I
what's
mean,
up?
he became a lich on a bad day, though.
His current form, Jenna, is a lich. It is a undead, very powerful wizard.
Well, I'm still down.
That's what he was the last time you talked to him, though. So that's not a new thing.
Death wishes, huh?
But that was his name then, too?
No, it's just that's what the creature type he currently is a lich. He's no longer a human.
Venus coming out of depression,
Oh.
guys. She's been
And-
very quiet for weeks.
And Davina, just to give you a little bit more, when they thought they killed him, which they actually didn't, they actually admitted that they were the reason that he was originally killed in the first place.
I wasn't depressed, y'all. I was going internally to work on my psychic abilities.
Boom.
Oh, you did what Aaron Rodgers.
Oriana says, so we have some options. I do believe we can safely take killing the conductor off the table. So our options are attacking Kaya, entreaties to Vezeric, or attacking Vezeric. Entreaties to Michael, or attacking Vezeric. As it currently
I think we
stands...
should take attacking Vesrich off the table as well.
Okay.
Just as wild ideas are concerned. Any objections?
No.
Okay.
All right. So option one, attack or challenge Kaya. Option two, entreaties to Michael to see where he stands on this. Now, again, no one has come out that district. He does not attend any of the fights, although they are mandatory. No one goes in or out. The only traffic we've seen, Solora has, of the dead bodies in the river traveling there, though that has ceased. It is currently an idle but real threat.
Levine, do you really want to go in there by yourself? They say everyone that's gone in has not made it back out.
Yes, I do.
Davina, can I have some of your
I
belongings?
think this might be the dumbest idea. but I cannot stop you.
I mean, I feel like even on a bad day, I can talk my Kel off the ledge if uninterrupted.
Davina, just a
It's not
reminder,
my car.
your group has told him that they're the reason he was killed.
That was on a bad day.
If you tell me you killed me on my best day, I'm gonna be done with you.
Right.
To clarify,
remember your
you
best
all
day.
told him you killed his best friend, which eventually led to this kind of situation.
Oh, okay.
But his best friend was the what you killed.
But it was already a bad day.
Oriana says, Logan says, so other question I suppose is if we're going to parlay with Michael, are we doing that before or after we kill Kaya?
I say Kaya first. Can we get some? Can we get some information on Kaya's district first?
Yes, because we could use the Venus help.
What kind of help?
He wants you still alive for Kaya. So he wants to do Kaya first.
Live help.
In case Michael kills you.
I feel like my odds are pretty good.
That's fucking hilarious. Oof. Oriana says, we can reach out to Harriet Haskin. I do believe she has intel on them.
It would be good.
Logan says, I hate to keep bringing it up, but the conductor did say he would only wait so long before attacking Kaya.
Exactly. Harriet Haskin, and then we do this.
Oriana looks to the magical folk. Well, can someone cast sending the Harriet? She doesn't come every day anymore.
Yeah, I'm done using sending for the day unless it's an emergency.
I'll do it.
What do you say?
What shall I say, everyone? Just, hey, Harriet, how's it going? You got any information on this person? Yes, that sounds fine.
Basically.
All right.
If you could do it a little bit more persuasive than that, that'd be cool. And Samson gives him Bardic Inspiration.
Logan says, we have an open tab with her. You don't really have to persuade her.
Yep, but I'll keep that inspiration. How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. This takes the next 10 minutes to convince Davina not to.
That was good.
So he says, hello, Harriet. It is Midas. Do you have any information on Kaya's district?
You get immediate response. I was wondering when you asked. Yes, I have some. I've been waiting. Awesome, I'll be there soon.
God damn, thirsty.
She said she's going to come? Okay.
Yeah, she'll be there
You
soon.
were breaking up for me.
Oh, sorry, she'll be there soon. Yes, she's on the way.
No, I heard. That was Midas. Get your internet
There's
coming here, guys. He has information. Very excited about it, and she'll be here soon.
Can somebody mute
All right.
themselves from eating?
It's a lot of movement.
That's
a lot of
sorry. I guess you
movement.
guys.
It just
There we
sounds
go.
like somebody was like eating a mango raw.
wow.
Or
Wow.
escaping
No,
That was not what that
I
sounded like.
put my phone in my pocket, and I have headphones on, so apparently the speaker's still going through my phone.
Okay.
Uh,
Oriana says, yes, Miss Haskins is very ambitious. I got the impression she wants to build a newspaper here, and the sooner we change the city, the sooner she can do that.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Harriet Haskins is very ambitious. Oriana thinks that she wants to build a newspaper in Sethret, and the sooner that the Misfits take over Sethret and change it, the sooner she can do that.
Well, fair enough. Our goals align for now.
We should see how much she really knows. Maybe you could have something for the man on the moon.
And at that, there's actually a knock at the door as Harriet kind of peeks it open and says, "Can I come in?"
God damn. She's quick.
She kind of
Says he kind of like stands up a little bit. Back.
Of course you can.
quickly comes in and comes up to the dais and says, "Sorry, I know that was quick. I've kind of been not waiting. I have other things to do, but I've been close just in case, you know, because." Anyways,
Were you waiting outside?
not out. I was outside the building because everything else is outside the building. Yes.
Well, what was your proximity to the building?
So you guys want information on Kaya? And she like puts down her pack and begins going through some books.
Samson just kind of looks at everybody. And I would like to roll an insight check
On
this chick.
what are you trying to glean?
I'm just trying to make sure everything's above water and she's not in.
Go ahead and roll.
19.
Okay. You definitely get the impression she was outside. It does speak more to you as ambition.
Right.
Growing up in the Everwood household, you have seen people social climb. You have seen people realize an avenue and push it all the way to his peak. This reminds you of that.
Okay.
She pulls out her book and says, yes, Kaya, her and her crew are young tea purebloods. They can transform themselves to be more snake-like. Gives them greater speed in water, shallow waters. And some, if they go quick enough, can go across water. They are primarily rogues. They like darkness, corners, sneak attacks, and generally in their fights, they try to fight inside as best as possible. They do try to obscure vision so they can get behind you, the side of you, and they attack in groupings, never alone. Though Kaya herself is quite a skilled one-on-one fighter. And she kind of looks up.
How do they handle ranged attacks?
Handle what?
Ranged attacks. Is it all close combat with them?
They are very dexterous. Most attacks miss. And they're very good at closing the gaps quickly. So while some ranged hits may get in, you'll probably get maybe 2 shots off before they are upon you.
And what about magic attacks? How do they? Yeah. Do they do them?
I don't
and how
have.
are they against them?
I don't have many reports on them using magic. So far as defending against them, it's more of a numbers game than anything. They swarm casters once they're identified. And
When's the
caster
last
can
time
only
they
hit
fought
so
in the
many.
arena?
Well, they haven't fought for quite some time.
How many fought last
Um, she starts pouring through some of her notes. Hold on, let me see. Do. She says, the last fight they had 5 in the competition. Though I do believe
They
the
all-
crew is larger.
time? How many would you put it at now?
It is hard to say. Unless they are transformed, there aren't many visual tells when their cloaks are up and they are bundled. As roguish, they don't often show much of themselves. Most of their district walks around cloaked. It's very hard to tell who is who.
And do they all operate as rogues in battle?
From what I've seen, yes, they are quick. They hide and attack unseen.
Anybody here know how rogues are with difficult terrain?
I can roll a history check. Unless Brian wants to say Greg, you would know what they are like.
Give me history with advantage, Greg.
Okay.
I was about to say, is Locklamore a rogue?
Uh,
I think you told me he was, but
you can roll with advantage as well if you'd like to. He definitely has a shit ton of roguelike tendencies.
okay.
History check.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
My app not working. My website not working. Here we go. History. Ooh, 18. But with advantage. 18.
Okay. Difficult terrain is an issue for them, but they move so fast that it's often not. It slows them down, but they're still coming fast. Rogues are extremely hard to hit. Rogues at a certain level can see invisible creatures within a certain range of them. They are able to evade even hits that hit them and roll with the attack and take next to no damage depending on how much it was. And if one sneaks up on you, they are going to deal a shit ton of damage. I was seeing between the two of you, you guys, between the two of you, you guys will be aware that if they get advantage on an attack, that attack will get sneak attack damage.
Do cow traps work with them?
I mean, that will slow someone down. That's difficult terrain, but it slows them down. But if they're moving, 90 feet, you only cut them down to 45.
Has the brush affected the arenas at all?
You haven't seen the arena.
That's a question for Kimberly right here.
Harriet Haskin?
Yes.
Wow.
Harriet the Spy.
Guiding one. Miss Haskin says, there has been some vegetation growth in the arena. But I'm sure they'll cut it back should a fight be declared.
Has this happened before?
No, first time.
What are the rumblings that you're hearing? And sorry, team, to go off on a question, but what are the rumblings that you're hearing concerning this fog and the thicket?
Old wives' tales, dangerous beast in the area, bad omens. Some think it's something to do with all the blood and killing, though I think that's silly.
As they're having this conversation, Samson gets up and moves towards the door and just pokes his head out the door. And he's going to cast Speak with Plants. He's going to talk to the nearest plant to him. Hey man, what's going on? You guys are growing like rabbits these days. What happened? Was there something released? Is this a spell that affected you guys? Or is this a spell that was blocking you guys that's no longer up? And I'd like to roll persuasion as well.
Roll persuasion. A vine that has kind of been crawling across the pavement. You kind of get its attention, and as it kind of turns a bit in your direction, ever so slightly, it says, "Yeah, it just feels like a great place to grow. You know, I'm just feeling invigorated. I've been feeling it for a while, but something was blocking us. I don't know, but whatever it was, it's gone now. You know, it's just a great place to be. It just feels right. You know, grow big, grow thick, grow fast. Yeah, it's bigger, stronger, faster."
Any chance you could stop?
No.
I'd like to roll another persuasion.
Roll persuasion.
27.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Bigger, stronger, faster. Bigger, stronger, faster. It's just, I mean, you can't hear it. You can't hear the ask.
What's the voice sound like that's asking?
I mean, I don't want to get like, you know, metaphysical here, but it sounds like God. It's
No,
just
just try and do try and do an impression if you can. I'm not trying to, you know, have you do anything blasphemous.
well, I come on now. I'm a vine. I know it's not God. All right, give me some credit. But it just sounds like it's just, you know. Have you ever like just felt like something was the right thing to do? You know, it's like.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But like, if you could give me like an audio representation of what that sounds like to you. I don't know if you've ever tried to do impressions.
I'm not good at them. But if I had to,
just give it a shot.
You know, if you put
I'd
weed,
like to roll another
you know,
persuasion.
weed killer to my head, this is how it would go. Oi, come hither to Sethret. Grow. This is our domain. I enjoy plants life. I took some liberties because a lot of it's, you know, kind of a feeling. Did that helpful? Was that good?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Wait right here. I go back in to relay everything to the group. And I say, does this sound like anybody we know?
Bigger, stronger, faster?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
He said,
You're like, there's a wild reverb.
Yeah, that's right. Bigger, stronger, faster. He said they have a calling to grow?
Yeah, and he said that like he's had the feeling for a long time, but something was blocking them. So, you know, I'm assuming it's just a plant's desire to, get as close to the sun as possible.
And the druids were stopping.
Yeah.
Yes, so I cannot hear you.
Wasn't Sethret ruined before all of this changed?
Oriana says, well, it still is ruined. People are just living here.
People just what?
Live here. It's still pretty desolate.
Didn't
Could there be some ancient magic here that's causing these things to take place now that the druids are gone?
Well, the druids being gone, it seems like the druids had some sort of magic to keep suppression in order.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is maybe because it's the brush and it's the fog as well, right?
Midas says in his head, Justice Samson. Keep quiet. Pretend I'm not saying anything. Didn't Charlie leave the Feywild?
Didn't what? The Feywild?
Charlie. Didn't he leave? Yes. Fine.
I'm sorry. It's sensory overload right now. Charlie
Brian.
the Prince?
Yes.
The plant dragon.
The plant dragon. Ah, yes, in the forest. Didn't he what? I'm sorry.
Leave the Feywild.
Yeah.
He left. I wonder if he's somewhere around here.
No,
He has anything
Charlie
to do-
did not leave the Feywild.
Oh, he didn't?
He
I
left
thought
where
were
we
fighting.
were.
He has left in the past. You have nothing that says that he left since you all left.
No,
Okay.
remember he was there when we went. We
Mhm.
went and did the shit, and we came back.
Maybe not Charlie.
He wasn't in that spot when you came
Okay.
back.
No. Let me finish. We tried to do the locate creature on him. We didn't, or maybe it was the dragon scales. I think it was the dragon scale,
Mhm.
and he wasn't on our radar. And so you insinuated that he was on a different plane.
That was when
That's
you
why we
guys.
thought he
That's
left.
when you guys were in the grove that had the broken hilt, and that's how you figured out
was
that was a
Charlie?
pocket dimension. No, you figured out you were in a pocket dimension because you couldn't see Charlie on your scale anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's how you realized that was a pocket dimension. Yes.
Right,
Right,
but the
just-
fact that we couldn't see him on it meant that he left.
No, because
but we
you
left.
guys,
We left.
you were somewhere different.
Oh shit!
No,
No,
yes.
I thought we returned though.
And then you put the scale
Oh,
back
but
up
we
and you saw it
returned.
again and you realized.
All right, gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha.
Michelle.
I got it.
So Brian, X looks at Samson and wonders why there was such a long silence after he was just talking to us. And he wonders, is this what it looks like when other people see us talking to each other mentally?
Fair enough. Salor.
Brian, did Gerbo ever get back to me about the fog in Veritas?
Did you ask about the fog?
Yeah, I had people looking into it.
Your grandma people or like other people?
No, I had Gerbo sending people to look into it.
Gerbil who's been scooped away?
No, not Gerbo. No, so like back, this is all the way back in the Solora session 3.
Mhm.
He was supposed to be recruiting from Arena or Arena
Yeah, Emina.
to have people looking into the fog.
I don't know there was fog in Sethret.
No, it wasn't in Sethret. It was somewhere else though, and it was like a weird fog. And we were trying to figure out what it was about.
You were.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. It was on the ocean. Never mind.
Yeah, it was in the ocean. Okay.
Never mind.
Any rate, Oriana. No, Logan actually will say. Well, the Man on the Moon mentioned terraforming was happening here. I don't think we should overlook that. That seems a bit more than just druids holding something back. Terraforming isn't. I don't know that there's a spell for that. Do you?
I'm not the magic guy here.
Midas can roll Arcana, I guess.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to, come on, Arcana check.
I'm a wizard, so I'm
Arcana or history, actually. Either one would fit here.
I've rolled a history check for that.
Okay. Um,
I'm well versed in the histories.
um, you can't think of any spell that would terraform a region, but you're really not sure. You haven't ever looked for one.
Yeah, guys. I mean, it's not really my thing, the plant shit. No offense to plants, I love them, but I don't know how to grow them. I don't have a green thumb.
Salora, your history of anything terraforming would be Veritas, but you're aware that's the long, constant effort of an entire civilization of druids. To call it terraforming is kind of an end result thing. They're not casting a terraform spell. They are simply treating the earth to help life grow. Samson. There are legends of creatures so powerful that their mere presence will change the landscape that they're in. This effect spreads across miles and miles.
Oh, fuck.
You get the impression this is a result of Vezeric existing in Sethret.
Exactly. Just like the giant.
Yep.
And that the druids were simply holding it back.
We killed the rock.
Just like the giant, who was terraforming the mountain.
Oh, we didn't kill them.
You did not kill him.
Brian just made that shit up. Don't believe it.
No, we need to kill the conductor. I don't
We
believe
killed the
shit
right
this
person.
thing is
Don't
said.
worry about it.
Yeah, let's kill the next right one.
Why kill the conductor?
Just a reminder that he was allegedly killed before, so not sure how he was resurrected.
Caval.
Midas, you might have to be ready to say goodbye to that rope. Net.
So
You
that
might have to put the net into the bag of devouring.
call Avery. See what's going on with him. You leave her alone. Leave her
Yeah,
alone.
I think we should call Avery.
You're not doing what I'm asking you to do. Leave her alone.
Press mute.
Well, she does want to be bothered, but not bothered by you.
There it is. Press mute.
Mir, I feel you.
Sorry.
You good?
Nah, you're right, Mir. I feel you.
Shut up, Chris.
So, I don't mind losing the net. I'm not sure now is the time. I think Kaya first. Then we handle whether we do anything with Mikkel or the conductor. And then we decide what we're doing with the final boss.
Logan nods.
If I have to lose net, I have to lose net. But using it on the conductor now may not be a benefit.
If I could take a step back and ask a DM question real quick.
Okay.
Can you give us a little bit of a layout of the geopolitics that are going on here? Like, would we even know that? Like,
Outside of Sethret?
No, not the outside of Sethret, but this district in particular. Like, what is the puzzle piece that it fills in a larger?
There is not a large. There's not a large functioning nation here. This is just essentially Vezeric's land.
Even still, like it's a clusterfuck, but it's still managing to maintain. So, what is their role in that general?
That's what I'm saying. There is no larger functioning society. There are districts. There are people that take care of themselves. Each district has food. Each district has water. They coexist, but they don't need each other to do so. They just all live under Vezeric's rule at large. It is not. It's a horde more than it is a village. Like, there is no larger cogs to this. That's why there's no upheaval when you kill a leader, because it doesn't change much for these people.
No, we'll talk about it all.
I kind of get what you're saying, but there's like there's no farmer district. Like there's no cobbling district. There is no like the Bard district is not providing a service to the other districts. They are just artists that gathered. It's a very young thing here.
Like I said, I'm not gonna derail shit right now. But how does anybody get food? That
Trade.
whatever. Somebody's got to grow.
Solara says to the group, should we consider? Well, she said that we still have that mine thing up, but we're not doing that anymore.
That gets up every day.
Okay, so Solara says in the mine chat, should we consider enlisting Colin?
Consider what?
Enlisting Colin.
Can we even access claim without Sud?
The fuck, Kaleem? Kaleem? What the fuck are you talking about, Solar?
Don't take it personal.
We talked about this. We did a legend lore on Colin.
How can we enlist him?
We already did. Hold on. Let me reread this.
Are Oriana and Logan in the group thought?
I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that they know about this information. Would you still want to have brought it up with them in the group thought?
Loose lip ass motherfucker.
Nah.
Okay.
I was about to say that's so anti-mystery. You don't even share shit with us.
In lieu of that, Oriana will say, let us not automatically assume the conductor was operating with intent. He may just be a fool, or have not realized what the Druids were doing. And again, he wasn't in charge of that district when this happened. He killed the leader.
Hope he likes plants.
I hope we all do.
Oh, wait, Michael was the leader here in Sethret before he went to the graveyard?
That's a very good question.
I'm asking Harriet.
You asking Harriet? Miss Heskins says, well, I've never seen Michael. That district was taken, is the best way to describe it. I'm really not sure who was there before, but there just came a point in time where people stopped coming out.
Anson smiles and says that was quite the poetic way of saying I don't know.
Thank you. She seemed generally happy about that.
Anson seems annoyed by the fact that she was happy about that. That was a dig.
Based on the information you guys got from Ren, Michael was originally in Sethret and retreated because of Vezeric and went to get an undead horde to bring down to fuck up Vezeric. Now, what was going on in Sethret city-wise is unknown. And the true timetable of that is also was not given. But for what you have, Michael was here first. Vezerick came next. Michael left to get a force to defeat Vezerick. Oriana says, well, Kaya, reaching out to Michael, killing Vezerick. Is that the order of operations?
Sure. That sounds like it makes sense.
If you're talking, Jenna, we can't hear you. I keep seeing it blink green, but I'm not sure if that's just background fuzz. Logan says, when do we make the challenge?
Challenge 1, 2. Let's go now.
I guess today.
Yes. There's no time like the present.
He nods.
Tomorrow, daytime.
The battle tomorrow?
Yes.
Is everyone all right with that?
I don't like to give people too much time upon announcing we're going to kill them.
Well, I mean, this person seems ready for it either way. They invited us to this party. This is what I was saying about letting the let's go for it. Not go for it. Let's go for it. I'm all in.
One thing to be aware of: you don't want to fight inside the building with her and that team. Every time we've let every other group draw us to where they want to fight, maybe we try to fight in the open. Maybe
don't do the turtle shit. It just worked for us.
What are you talking about?
The not teenage, not mutant portal.
Yeah, what about that?
We went down inside to where they want us to be and still handled them. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Oriana nods and Logan nods in accord.
I think I did.
Logan says, yeah, we can take our time. We don't have to rush. If they hide inside, we can wait them out.
Is everyone in agreement with that?
I am in agreement with it. I'm just trying to take a realistic approach to the group and wonder if that's what's really going to happen. And if somebody decides that, you know, they had a bad day and they want to fight right now, we all have to do it.
I couldn't have said it better.
We'll talk about it later.
Logan says, or that person dies by themselves for being a fool.
Okay, I'm down with making that the rule. As long as it's agreed upon, I'm cool with it.
What's that? You're talking about fighting while we're there.
No, we're talking about going rogue. If you go rogue, no one's going to help you.
In tomorrow's fight in the arena, if the plan is not to go inside and you go inside, we're not risking our lives to save you.
Yes. Makes sense.
If we make a group decision in the field to change tactics, I think that's okay, right?
Yes, that's okay.
I do still think it could be beneficial to plan out change. But if we want to take a China-style zero COVID approach, we can do that too.
And also, let's not try to appeal to their humanity.
Can we do it before the battle begins?
Sure, you can do that. Walk in first by yourself. She hates us. I mean, she truly hates us.
Yeah, but I'd like to push back on that a little bit because I personally think that giving people a chance to, kind of be humanized right before being beheaded adds to the spectacle.
I believe in winning.
No, we're
Walk
still
away
gonna
with
win.
my life.
We're just gonna give people a chance to get their little Oscar moment off right before they die.
No, see
You're
that?
Bart.
It makes our beheadings that much better.
I've heard legends of people, when they're about to kill somebody and they go into a nice monologue, and
Exactly.
that ruins all of their plans.
Oh, see,
I've
that's
heard
because they
plenty
don't
of
kill
stories
them.
like that.
But
No.
Victor,
They
They
just
don't
make you
kill
do
them.
wrong.
not kill them.
Logan
Well, see-
stands up. Who's going with me to make the challenge?
I'll go.
Let's go. Didn't we say we go as a team? All of us?
We did.
I don't know. It usually ends up us anyways, Midas.
No, he's right. We should all go, especially with the limited visibility because of the fog and the difficult terrain because of the plants.
Oh, don't worry about the difficult terrain. I got it. We're good.
He nods.
Oh, I'll try to slow them tomorrow. We have to try that.
Agreed. So the Misfits finish their meal, finish their prep conversations, and begin to make their way to Kaya's district. Now, Samson, speak with plants last 10 minutes a pop. How many times are you going to cast this?
All right. So I'm gonna do the first time. Right?
Okay.
And just use speak with plants to try to, set up a little telephone network where plants just know, oh no, he's good with us. He's not trying to step on us. We'll just move out the way. Should I roll persuasion?
1 second.
I got laughed at about this spell at the 5th level. I just want to, let everybody out there know. Stick with it.
Let me look one thing up. Okay, this will be... You're going to roll persuasion, but it's going to be contested against Veziric's influence.
$30.
That's a spicy meatball. Okay, hold on, let me...
Yeah, either way it goes, Vezir can eat a dick.
That's my bag of dice. This is so annoying. I'll run the computer. Okay. So I will say across the... It takes about... Usual travel is about 45 minutes to get from your... Because you're on opposite sides of Sethret. So I will say you only have to cast it twice to get there and twice to get back if you want to be expedient.
Yeah, that works.
So you guys have normal travel to get through. The plants aren't... You're not getting tripped up in any plants. They are laying... They're more laying flat than moving aside. But you make your way through. As you pass the arena, you can see the plant life crawling up and kind of trying to make its way inside. You make your way.
I'd like an apology for that, specifically.
What's that?
Well, X was the main one who was talking shit about speaking plants, animals. He didn't like the thing I did with the horse.
Why would I like the thing with the horse, Samson? Why would I like the thing with the rats, Samson?
I'm just saying, it was all learning moments.
Listen, you've outdone yourself today.
As you enter Kaya's district, as reported, everyone's cloaked up, hoods over faces, not much talking in town. As you enter, everyone kind of slows and looks in your direction and kind of watches you as you go past.
And everybody remember, we got really telepathic bond on. We don't have to speak out loud.
Logan, as you all enter this, and the crowd stops moving and looks and spreads for you all. Logan just kind of slowly takes his sword out and kind of puts it over his shoulder, so he has it in hand.
Brian, do I see any people
Okay, what was that, X?
Do I see any people that are hurt?
In this district?
Yes.
No, there's not many people on the street outside of those with the cloaks on, kind of looking in your group's direction. Well, give me a perception check. Let's see. Roll perception for me.
I don't care about these people.
Okay. You all eventually make it to a rundown large building. There's one cloaked figure standing outside. As you approach, they kind of look up with the hood and say, "Are you here to meet with Kaya?"
Yes.
Kind of, you can see the smile kind of peeking out from the cloak. Excellent. I want to bet. I assumed you'd be today. Others thought you'd be more cowardly. Right on in.
Follow me.
He leads you in. It's for such a large building, there's not much in it. It's a very open, cleared out floor. Whatever it used to be, it is not serving that purpose anymore. As far as comparison to the other HQs you've been in, this is bare bones. Everything is cleared out purposely, so there's nowhere to hide on this floor at all. In the middle of a 30-foot room, you just see Kaya sitting in the middle in one chair with one stool and a glass of water next to her.
Somebody says in their heads, they're here. I know they are. In plain sight. And we can't see them.
It is a very dark room. There are no windows. The only light comes from the doorway you came in. And that light stretches just to Kaya. She's right at the very edge of the light.
Well, how's that see invisibility go?
They're not invisible. And she does not have that up.
Detect thoughts. I want to detect thoughts. Like the general one. See how many thoughts I can hear in the room.
Okay.
Oh, can't you just do that on the humble now? Like, don't you have to focus to only hear one mind?
Well, he's doing he's just using the regularly degularly.
Yeah. Michelle has, Solar says, has on her ring of mind shielding.
Mind shielding?
Yeah.
Wait, she put that on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Ooh.
Do not die, Miss Faust.
Oh, that's that?
I'm pretty sure that's that. I gotta look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's if you die with it on, your soul is snatched.
That's that?
I'm pretty sure that's that.
That's awesome.
No,
Is that awesome?
Yeah, grandma. I remember.
I thought that was something else.
Hold on, let me check.
Well,
That
I
is
know
awesome.
for right now, I'm taking exit on me.
It requires attunement, so you...
He doesn't need a soul. She
Grandma.
dies.
Grandma's gotta be happy.
Grandma will probably be like, "Yo, do it."
I could have swore that was something else.
No, it's definitely the ring of mind shielding.
'Cause that's the one I got off that woman.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
You had yet to
that's
put
right.
it on.
That's right. The one who I possessed in the Jillian.
Jillian. He got off Jillian.
I'm so happy that's still haunting us. That was fucked up. What we did.
Ooh, wasn't it? Okay, so you cast Detect Thoughts.
That shit was wrong.
Yeah, you get 30 feet. So... Okay, you can detect their presence. As you enter the room and cast that, you can detect... someone's echoing from me. Okay, I stopped.
I think it's
No, I'm off, right? I'm not ignoring it.
It was my
Oh,
voice
no,
echoing through someone else's something, but it stopped. There are 10 other people in this room. In the shadows of the room.
So Maya says in his head, there are 10 other people in this room. If they're all going to fight, that's 11 fucking people.
As you all enter, Kaya says, I see you made it. So surprising.
Why so?
I pegged you for cowards.
Laura makes that. Oh, okay, thanks. All right, cool.
What do you think? We were gonna send the conductor at you?
No, I've spoken with him. I have no worries about his like.
Maybe you should have.
Make your challenge and get out.
You don't order us around.
Maya says X in his head. X. Or no, he says it in all of our heads. He says, X, if you're going to make a fucking plea, do it now. This is your problem. You wait too long. Samson runs his mouth too much.
Now we know.
After your conversation with me, I've learned that this isn't the group to convince.
No, but
Samson says in his mind, I am doing my thing. Your window's running out.
X, please do it. So
No,
your
I don't-
conscience can be clear.
Hey, Kaya. X says like he's where's Ramon?
And remember, X, be gentle. You don't want to tip her off
Tip her off to what?
to your intentions, I guess.
Yeah, to be your docile self.
Yeah, X don't got it in him right now. I'm like half asleep right now. All's good. Go ahead. Let's kill it, bro.
All right. Kaya says to Samson, I command all who are in my house. You'll watch your tongue, halfling.
What did she call him?
A halfling.
Oh, okay.
Who should call halfling? Oh, Samson.
He's not a half. He's half up. That's it. Huh?
Yes.
Apologies, but I don't like that term.
She smiles wide. So sorry to offend.
Understood.
Challenge or not?
Samson stretches and says, what do you say, gang?
Challenge.
And when
So
would
what says
you,
mine? Too late.
and when would you like to die?
Never.
That's what the last three guys said.
Luckily, I am a woman.
But we challenge you and tomorrow.
And how many shall I bring to kill you?
How many you got?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. One. One is a good answer. Sorry, Davina. I just
Fuck.
so used to you not being here.
She laughs.
I mean, you were here, but you know.
She laughs very loudly. And which two of you would fight me? Please, think about your answers first.
No, we'll all fight you.
We'll all fight.
Please.
So you bring one less?
She smiles and says, Sure, I shall fight you alone. When shall we do it?
She just said she'll fight us all alone?
Everyone.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
She said what she said.
I'm just trying to be clear.
That's what she said.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow, we get a day.
She stretches in the chair a bit. Is that enough time to get your affairs in order?
Now, while I'm detecting thoughts, I can't decide to focus it on her because it lasts, right?
You can.
Okay, so yeah, I want to know what she's thinking when she says she'll fight us all by herself.
Oh, she's currently thinking in her mind, surely these fools don't believe me.
Exactly.
They can't be that stupid. I'll bring a knife for each of them. And then she says, of course, is that enough time to get your affairs in order?
Which is what enough time? Tomorrow? That the day we challenge her?
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much.
Let's let her right now.
It's like carrying on with this.
Yes, tomorrow's fine. Are we done here, guys?
Solar says X one less time. Don't try to do it in the fight.
She's a snake. I don't care.
I mean, all right.
That's racist.
No, she seems like a backstabber.
Okay. I mean, because that seems real racist.
She stands up.
Yeah, because she's actually like a snake.
She stands up
Do that.
and she says, "See you tomorrow. Tell me, shall I take your heads, or is that your thing?"
Do what you would normally do, I guess. If you get to that point.
And she smiles wide and says,
I swallow my prey whole.
no, she doesn't say that, but she does say, I suppose she'll make good snacks for some of my pets. As she slowly backs into the darkness. And Midas, with your detect thoughts up, you can... The 10 people in the 30-foot range start backing out of it. And to your impression, out of the room.
Okay.
Until you can't detect any minds in the 30-foot range.
Okay. Any other thing like detect thoughts would have gave me from her? That might be interesting at all.
Well, you only switched it to there at the end there.
Okay.
So it would have been... You guys were fools. Planning to absolutely chop your heads off. Planning to display those heads. Think about the best place to display them in her territory or your territories. Maybe around the arena. Maybe throw one at the conductor. And sizing you all up. Once the challenge was official, she was just very quickly sizing you all up, looking at you, trying to determine which order she needs to drop you all in. And the very distinct decision that she has to kill you first.
Just kill Midas first.
Yes.
Of course.
Based on the fights she's seen, you have to die first.
This is nothing new. Nothing fucking new to Midas. So Midas is letting the team know that. Kill me first, guys. I think they see me as some kind of a threat. I think I should put the box up and I should be flying.
I was gonna say maybe we should all be in the box and try to magically do this because I don't think we got it in close range.
Well, Logan can't do anything magical, and Logan, while we're walking, like once when we get out of town, Midas kind of wants to start this whole thing. Logan, we need you alive and on our side for this fight.
Maybe we don't. Just go crazy and just
we'll
be in the box.
There were 10 people, or 10 serpents people, young T, in the room with us. And there are 11 of them. She's definitely not fighting us alone. She wants to kill me first. Samson, you fucking braggadocious asshole. My gosh, these are not the people to do this with.
Does anyone have like a light spell?
Oh, I was thinking that was interesting. Samson, can't you put in a bunch of spells? Like daylight, I think might be a good one.
Also some type of cold if they're reptilian.
We're going to have to depend on the DM for that one. So it's like daylight.
I do not have access to daylight. I thought so. Not the name of it.
The fight is tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, I still don't think daylight's what the spell's going on.
Okay, gotcha.
Or good mind.
Logan, who once you guys get out of that district, puts his sword away. Says, well, if anyone has a bow and arrow, I can shoot one of those. I'm not great with it, but it's better than nothing. I'll pick one up, actually. Don't worry about it.
So we're all fighting from inside of my box.
Wow.
We can certainly start there.
Okay.
Can
We
we
can
go?
also do the tiny hut.
You can also do what?
Tiny hut.
Oh, tiny hut.
It doesn't take 10 minutes to cast.
Without burning a spell slot, yeah.
What does it take with the spell slot? Is it immediate?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. At 1 minute to cast Tiny Hut.
Yeah, it's not gonna rock.
No, one action.
No, 1 minute is the casting time.
Oh, that's Tasha Sydney's left there, sorry. I was looking at Tasha's hideous.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, Salor.
I can't replace my spells. I have like.
No, you're a wizard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can replace them every day.
Oh, what the? Okay.
You have a spell book. You can choose which spells to have ready that day.
Great.
And you also have the 2 spell books you took off the very first people you fought.
Damn.
DM,
Yes.
how do you see Blink working with the box and all of that stuff?
Oh boy.
Does the box come with me? Do people in the box come with me?
Box comes with you. The people will not.
Okay. So they'll just fall off the air if we're in the air together.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
No problem. You all make your way back without issue. Samson using Speak with Plants 2 more times to expedite that. I know Mir's going to do some more research, and then we'll take some time building up his workshop. Anything else you all are gonna do this day?
Guys, just in case, we also have the ability to polymorph. Maybe not giant apes this time, but I don't know, something. If we need to do that, the people that can polymorph others should probably be tucked away safely somewhere, so that you guys can fight with the entire power of whatever we give you,
Shoot.
and you can't be knocked out of it.
Wait, can we polymorph them? The
We could
opponents?
polymorph them. The issue with polymorphing them, I mean, you try to do a rat and then you drop the rat into a bag of devouring or something like that. But if you attack something that is polymorphed, it will pop out of polymorph if you drop to 0 hit points.
I mean, we could suffocate it in a bag of holding, right?
Yes. Bag of holding, bag of devouring, all of that.
All of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think maybe we should go that route.
And also, you can bring your demon thing back out. Your stone giant thing.
Oh,
Stone
yeah.
Guardian.
Forgetting about that damn thing.
Let's
Turns
bring it
around
back.
and looks at it walking behind her.
It is not behind you. Until you take it out that bag of holding, that's where it lives.
Opens bag of holding. Hey, guy, how you holding up?
Like, it's small in here.
Right.
Solora does want to reach out to Veronica before the day is over.
Okay. So Mia will go off to a shop and get a day's worth of progress on that. Solora, you will you and Theron go to your room and he writes to her. What are you asking?
What does she know about the trade deal between those two? And then how does that affect any, like, our agreement with them in terms of military protection?
Okay, give me one moment to scroll up and see what room she was in while she was there. And is there anything else people want to do before we wrap up? I do want to start making you guys' rooms in the Pocket Aces. So if there's like any... You guys had picked rooms, but I forgot which rooms you picked. I know where Nishan was. I know where Midas was.
Sean's room is being removed.
Correct. I know where you were based on where he was. Is what that's for.
You're the same floor, right?
Yeah, you were right next door to him.
Yeah, so we're doing some remodeling, and Midas is making it into one giant room.
I don't think you guys know any carpenters right now, buddy. But that can definitely happen eventually. That's fine. Okay. So he'll write to her about that. And Aaliyah gets back to you pretty quickly. Man, I had this conversation a while ago. I like to keep Nishan updated on what's happening in Varia. Okay.
Ooh.
Man, we've had a lot of conversations. Hold on.
Solora has something like help Midas? Maybe not help, but
What's that?
protecting the future.
They're trying to kill me.
The magic aura. If I cast that on it for 30 days straight, like people won't be able to identify it or anything.
What's that?
Like they get false information about it. It's called Nistel's magic aura or something.
Cast on what?
Oh, on that little thing he got.
That who got? I'm missing the object.
Midas, the thing that killed him.
Oh, the scroll case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was saying it was like, I don't know. People notice he has it. It could be a problem. I thought I remembered.
No. It was
Oh, just his genie?
Yeah, his genie said not to let any earth elementals hold it.
Okay.
And a good point to the scroll casing. It doesn't camouflage or blend in. It just becomes less and less noticeable over time to you guys. You guys know he's carrying it, but like how today it didn't come up at all. It's just kind of blending into the background a bit. It's really weird. If you're not focusing on it, it's really hard to realize it's there. Which is why no one noticed that Leo was carrying a stone scroll case. Okay, so she will write back. Okay, no, I'm right there. Sorry, I thought I found it. Okay, here it is. All right, so she writes back, while she was there, they did have a visitor, well-dressed, quick-talking, not someone she recognized, had a pretty lengthy private meeting, but she's not sure what was decided or what was said. That's the only person who came who didn't live there while she was staying. She heard about this announcement the day she left. It was announced publicly that Riveria had allied itself with the Thicket. Official trade partners, and a very loose mutual protection agreement, though the Thicket has no means to protect anything in Riveria. Does not affect anything with false from Riveria to that regard. But the timing was interesting that it was announced when she left.
Okay.
I do believe we'll call the wrap there, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I got a bad feeling about this fight.
Yeah.
I got a bad feeling.
I got a feeling.
I'm sure it'll go fine, guys.
This is I think the first enemy that I'm like actually like a little bit might just kind of like nervous, like, yo, what the fuck is this?
I mean, you guys have fought some dangerous people before.
No, but the way they fight feels interesting.
They're definitely dangerous people, I'll give you that. And it is surprisingly easy to get advantage on an attack roll.
I have a bunch of stuff I keep forgetting about.
You do. You are pretty powerful.
Interesting. Alright.
I'm really glad you guys got the information on the land changing. I kept forgetting to bring that up, but it worked out well.
And this is not good either because of the fog.
Yeah, breaks line of sights. It's easy to hide in a couple feet of fog.
Shit. Dang it. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's about a good 3 to 4 feet worth of fog.
You know,
3 to 4 feet?
Yes.
you know, it's interesting too because everybody just kept taking it as we'll just throw the conductor at her like the conductor was guaranteed a W.
Right. There's no guarantee that nigga can win.
That's also an
This
interesting
motherfucker's
point.
not guaranteed to, and if she gets 3 districts, then what the fuck?
Yeah, that's true. If he loses, she's up 2 more districts.
My
It
gosh.
doesn't increase her, fighting powers. Her crew's still her crew, but that definitely makes things troubling.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. It is. I love a good planning session.
Yeah, next session might be our planning session.
Yeah, that's true. You guys do like having a really good plan.
Which always never goes to plan. So.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna go rogue. It just happens,
Yeah, I hate how you keep saying go rogue when we're about to fight rogue. Stop this, yo.
I'm sorry. But yeah, no, it should be really really fun session next we meet. I'm excited. You guys are getting close to this Vezovic fight. It's just so close. Like the Mikkel conversations.
I'm very curious / concerned about what Mikkel's up to. Like,
I want to know why it's so confident she's talk a lich down.
It talked her friend down. That's what it is.
Yeah. Once
I
again,
don't
it was a
think
bad
he just-
day.
bro, you said you killed his oldest, best friend in the entire world.
Right, but she said that during a bad day. Like the bad day, I'm not even joking. It's a bigger deal.
I think
Like,
the bad
could
day
be a saving
because he
grace.
died. So it was a
No.
perpetual bad day.
It was a bad day before he died, but he said that when he has bad days, he kind of blacks out, and it's just like.
Yeah, I just, when does a lich have a good day? When is a good day for a lich?
What does that look like?
What do you think? This is an evil creature too. This is an evil creature at his base.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. 2, I'm not sure that the bad day truly qualifies. He could have just said that for a dramatic effect.
No, he said it for a triggering point, right?
It was a conversation that's very hard to glean whether he
Yeah,
was
it looks
truly
like
having
dramatic
a
news.
bad day or if he was just saying that he's been having a really bad day. That's
And the thing is, the bad day could be a long time for him too. He cannot be talking about actual days. You just be talking about I've been having a really bad motherfucker. It's been a bad while for me.
He
It's been a
could
bad
be. He could be. But all I'm saying, and this is the only reason why I'm even entertaining it, is that if there's any person who could be on the other side of that, I think it's Davina, as far as our group is concerned.
Well, that's true. But have you considered the consequences of being wrong?
It's not my character.
It's not my character. This is what Midas wants to ask Samson every time he comes up with some crazy idea. Have you considered the consequences of being wrong, of this not working?
You want to commit D&D euthanasia? Who am I to stand in the way of it?
Stupid. Oh man, no, I'm sure everything's gonna work out perfectly
Why
fine.
you say euthanasia instead of just Asian youth?
What? You know what? Hang
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you taking responsibility for this.
Oof. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to see how this progresses. The challenge has been laid down to yet another district. You guys are going for what? 3, 4 in a row?
Or
One,
I
two,
mean, it's
three.
got to be in a row.
Yeah, it does have to be in a row.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. This will be 4. This will be 4th. The 4th one you're
That's
going
true.
for.
actually, no. I guess we had what you could call a bye week.
Or when you went out to beat up Azrael?
No,
Who
the
is
conductors.
defending?
Oh, the conductors win. Okay,
The
yeah.
conductors win.
I see. That's the bye week. I'll give you that. Yeah.
The motherfucker was like, "Yo, just throw it to the conductor. He's a guaranteed W. It's a lock." It's a solid bet right here. I was saying
That's
like,
the other side of it, though. Like that, we didn't talk about it. The conductor could lose.
Yeah, it did not get brought up that the conductor could lose. Because while he could throw down some heavy shit at, a person,
that was
a lot of people that throw them at.
that was the last straw. Like that was the last thing I was gonna bring up. If all my convincing didn't work.
What if he loses?
What if this motherfucker loses, y'all?
Yeah, Samson will lose a teacher. The two districts will be lost. And at that point, that's
Just leave.
tricky.
Just like Sethret, you got it. I mean, Vesrick, you got it, Big Vesey.
I mean, you guys don't have to stay.
You got this, boss. We out.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, can we sell these districts off, just get paid, and we won't come down here no more.
I mean, live your life. It's D&D. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm sure there'll be no ill consequences to leaving a ancient black dragon alive in Sethret.
I mean, we ain't the world police, so
You're not the world police. You're absolutely right. It could get big enough to be Anton's problem. Because his thing right now is that it's not his problem.
At the end of the day, we're just kids trying to find our way in the world.
Exactly what Solore's doing, actually.
Yeah, it is actually.
That's how the call would go. Yo, Anton, we tried.
We tried. Just tell my girl, listen, I failed you. Sorry. You gotta clean this up, please.
Everything ain't for everybody, y'all. We thought we were confident.
That's hilarious. Everybody gets saved except for, Midas and X. They're dead, but yeah. Me and Solar, Gucci. Maybe Davina. Maybe Davina's dead too. But, we're out of here, Solar. At the time of our lives. This is great.
Oh, man. No, we will see how it plays out. It's going to be...
No,
it is.
Get out of here. Victor got me.
Huh?
Get out of here. Victor's got me.
He doesn't have a constant overwatch on you. He's a busy guy. I don't think any of you have anyone constantly watching you all. Make sure you don't get murdered.
Right there.
Yeah, but he's in the room. Like, he'd be there. Locke's not in the room either.
I know.
I'm pretty sure a certain old lady is keeping tabs.
Maybe.
Samson has Jesus.
He's not in this campaign, so.
And didn't my mother send old boy when we were in the run at one place?
You need Hanali?
Hanali.
Tell Mom, send Hanali, Mom.
Yeah, no, Hanali was keeping an eye when you guys were getting murder charges. But that was when you guys were like simply traveling in carts and shit, and your movements could be tracked a little better than jumping around the world and hopping on skyships.
Midas has the Fallen. They're watching for him.
Yeah, if they're around.
He'd be like, yo, I'm ready to sign up, guys.
Hey, I signed the paper. Sign the
contract.
That's in the family that probably doesn't trust him at this point.
Well, that's a good. X does have the cloak here. That is true. Forgot about that.
Yo, he needs to tell them cloaked individuals to do some scouting.
You could ask.
I'm hoping that they already are.
They don't know your enemies. Well, you don't know what they're doing. But Logan did bring up the point that they could be utilized to kill the conductor should you need to.
Right.
If you guys are worried about him being in a large room of people, you could, assassin things.
I had to let X know while we were there. Yo, X, if you gonna make a play, right now is the fucking time. Samson's going off at the mouth again. Samson's just sitting there running his fucking mouth, just one after another. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Why'd you say again, though?
Because that's what Samson does.
What?
Whenever we go to challenge somebody,
I'm not fucking with you.
I was about to say, fucking turtles, like, just Samson just running his mouth, talking cash shit.
When that woman was speaking, like, I really was thinking, is this what Solora sounds like? Was she just, like, talking nonsense for no reason to these people? Because this sounds so dumb.
Yes, it is. That's exactly how it sounds when you start popping off cash shit to people for no reason.
Well, interesting.
She's over here playing with children's toys right now too, guys.
Perfect. Perfect. That's how it was when you started just going at April O'Neil's neck.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's wild and unnecessary.
The intention was really not what it would.
Which makes it so much funnier because you weren't intending to, you know, rub the death of her friends and family in her face. That's exactly what you did.
You sure that she wasn't intending that?
I promise you, I wasn't.
She's saying that.
Like,
I mean, I hear her saying it.
We were thinking back, like, how didn't I think that that's what was happening? But I really didn't.
That's great. That's great.
Because you're an ass.
It's really
Or
hilarious. Like,
is a jerk.
Laura is a jerk. It's great, and that's kind of why I would love for.
I'd have to agree.
Solar is why? How is Solar a jerk?
Who else knows about the dragon egg?
All right, well that's you don't know. I'm hoping trying to keep y'all safe.
You're not hiding.
This is
the world from your
exactly.
You're hiding
Exactly.
From the world.
No, I'm trying to.
No, I get it. I get it. Drake tried it too.
It's so great. Like, I mean, you know, Solaris made some moves in the past that haven't been the most, you know, kind.
I feel like Solar is trying to be kind.
Untrustworthy.
Untrustworthy?
Not openly. Like above the table, looking down on her actions, maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my darling.
So Laura used to give out like little come visit me for free things, all crazy.
She gave out two of them. One was the Midas, and one was to a woman who started a revolution and got murdered for it.
Exactly. She was like, "All right, this is not working out how I thought it was, so maybe pull back."
Yeah, that was wild.
It was. That was going to be a whole big thing, but it got nipped in the bud. You guys went somewhere else. That was one of the potential big storylines.
So she had to pull it back on the kindness.
You pulled those back before you found out about the revolution.
Huh.
Then, you know, the whole, like, spy things and sending your mom to, like, wreck towns and conquer and shit. It's like, hey, 5 of 3 lost their protector, ma. Looking good to imperialize. Hey.
I don't know that was the discussion.
Hey. It wasn't very far from that. It was pretty close to, hey, this place is looking weak. Go ahead and scoop that up, ma.
Wait. 5 of 3. Did Anton take that back?
Not yet. That's still the corridor. That is still the corridor.
Actually.
2 nations have willingly joined back in. He didn't, like, run in and say, I own you now.
Yeah, I need to see what's going on with the
Well, you've gotten past reports that he was protecting those lands without being asked. He was personally out there putting down, like, wild beasts and monsters that were encroaching.
Who's that?
That Sethret wasn't protecting.
Oh, interesting.
Who was doing it? Anton?
Anton was. Anton's King of Trillion has been on the front line protecting some of these border cities because Sethret wasn't doing sovereignty wasn't doing it.
He's wilding for his respect, yeah.
So wait, what? So y'all know about Kalim's sword, but not Kalim himself? We didn't have discussion about Kalim being like
the Antichrist. No.
I could have sworn we had discussion. Who was I talking to about this?
So what is the question? I don't think did you guys ever legend lore Kalim properly? I don't think you did.
Yeah, because there's like a whole poem about Kalim.
Oh, first of all, first to rise?
Yeah. And talking about how that's how he found out about the divine gates, how he like betrayed whoever because he was supposed to kill Ariel or something.
So this must have been, yeah, you guys did legend lore because Nashawn was here for this too.
Yeah.
You did legend lore Kalim. I don't think you guys came to a conclusion about where Kaleem is, if he actually is currently somewhere, though. I think
The
that
fuck
was.
does that mean, yo?
I think you guys didn't decide what the result of that knowledge means.
Okay.
Because I know some opinions were that his spirit possesses the sword and takes over whoever has the sword, and there were some other opinions outside of that.
All I heard of losing the Super Bowl was in that. The fuck does that mean?
But yeah, I don't remember what you guys' final decision was on what Kaleem's current status is. So I think that's why the hit up Kaleem thing was so like, what are you talking about?
Where do you think Kalim is? In Anton. Well, why the fuck did you call him Kalim? Why didn't you say Anton?
Well, Kalim's the one that has
The super sword?
I mean, no, like it has, like that was his purpose, like to get rid of the dragons. That's why he has a. Based on
It's a very interesting idea. You guys do know a lot of powerful people who have a lot of reasons for killing dragons and giants. The last time you asked your grandma for help, she told you to handle it yourself.
Yeah, well, listen, she's gonna have to come out of retirement.
We're also a greedy group of shits who all want to kill them.
Do you guys all want that wish?
Well,
Or the boon for killing a dragon?
Or giant.
Or a giant.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You got one.
No, I'm saying, he's saying, do we all want that? I mean,
Well, Chris implied that you may not be contacting the powerful friends you know because you want to get the killers yourself.
Yeah, I thought we were out of session already.
We are.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you know, deep down inside, everybody wants to be the person who gets the final kill. So the more people around, it's just hard to do it.
so that's why we're not bringing others in.
No.
Oh, he said this.
It's what would other people do with it?
Mm.
See, here's the thing. It's really hard for me to take your opinion and count, Saeed, because you already got the lottery once. It's like, you're sitting here winning the Mega Ball being like, it's not going to change your life that much.
Well, though, maybe it's like word of warning, like, it's really not.
Right, but are you going to take that from the Mega Ball winner? Or are you going to sit there and be like, yo, shut the fuck up? And win the lottery.
I need to see for myself.
And the last guy who won the lottery up and just left in the middle of the night.
Well, so true.
Yeah. Assad got it and was like, out.
Alright.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The
Like,
next thing we heard about him, he was making a deal with Tana.
I'm so glad that information finally came out. I was waiting for that shit.
Yeah,
was this after we made the deal? Like, was he there for that?
He was not there for that, no.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just like a slap in the face on his part.
He was not there for the conversation.
Alright, I don't like how you did it.
I cannot speak to motivations of my NPC that you are not aware of. Good times, guys. Good times.
But, alright, guys. How long has it been since our last session? I feel like it's been a while.
About
It's
2
been
weeks.
like 3 weeks, right?
No, we played the week before the Super Bowl, I think.
No, we didn't.
We did. It was just a short session. We only played for like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, everyone. Have a good week. Think on your coming victory, of course.
Right. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Hi, everybody.
Tyler, why'd you have to do it?
Why indeed?
All right.
All right, guys.
I'll let you